Good afternoon. I'm here today to pay tribute to New Labour, who thankfully have disappeared, and also to talk a little bit about health and safety. Now, New Labour, and I have to say it quickly because I cannot possibly linger over the words New Labour. The problem being, if I linger over New Labour, it tends to invoke the gag reflex. We don't want that. New Labour, the party of endless regulation, of total manipulation, and of national emasculation. Now, on the basis that most accidents happen in the home, had New Labour remained in power, this is probably how I would have to dress. Now, I'm wearing a crash helmet, just in case the roof falls in. I'm wearing goggles to protect myself from the hazard of flying articles such as flies, mosquitoes, and I'm wearing this mask to save myself the problem caused by atmospheric pollutants. If the roof fell in, the house collapsed, I've also got this high visibility jacket on so that I could be pulled from the wreckage without too much of a problem. I could have put on a wetsuit, but I believe that's optional to deal with any flooding or plumbing problems. Anyway, enough of that. I think I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff because it really is quite uncomfortable on a June afternoon. And we'll move fairly swiftly to the health and safety song. This is more like it. Health and safety. It really has become absolute rubbish. I've spent a lifetime engaged in vigorous activity. I've embraced risk because I welcome it, I enjoy excitement, and I want to live on the edge rather than stuck like a pudding on a settee somewhere. So during my fairly lengthy life, I've broken this finger, I've bust that thumb, my nose has been broken twice, this shoulder has been broken when a horse came down on me, it should attach further down. That finger's been broken. I've had 3 ribs broken and a lung punctured surfing, and I was back surfing again within 4 weeks. So I have actually very little except contempt for the health and safety trivia and triviality. And so I'm going to give you 4 verses from the health and safety song, and then when I have finished, I'll tell you how you can get hold of it. Here we are, the health and safety song, written by Ben Shaw, and it appears in his book, which we don't need to mention. And it starts off with an introductory verse. There are then 8 verses which deal with the absolutely pathetic triviality that health and safety involve themselves in. And it finishes with a flourishing verse, a hymn, if you like, of frustration. I sing it to the tune of Guide Me, O Thou Great Redeemer. You can sing it to whatever tune you like. Here we go, the first verse. Guide us, European Union, through the maze of regs and rules, Brussels, Strasbourg, and New Labour. Pardon me. A red tape quangos, all those fools. Health and safety, health and safety. Wrap us all in cotton wool, and cocoon us quiet and still. And then it goes on, and we'll just finish with a couple of verses here. Donkey derbies, fetes and school trips, bans on these imposed by Burkes, topple testing, graveyard headstones, organised by pointless jerks. Health and safety, all so brainless it's absurd, absurd, absurd. Jobsworth is a pointless nerd. Could be another word. He performs a risk assessment and does everything he can to make life a real nightmare for the ordinary man. Health and safety, pompous pillock, he's the one, he is the one. And the story's set to run and run. And finally, Someone who is bloody hopeless just went out and got a job. Now he works in health and safety. Oh, what a fucking useless knob. Wealth and safety, worthless banker. What a mindless pile of a load of shite. Thank you, health and safety, and good night.